So I just googled, can you still get pregnant with uterine fibroids? Most of the time, uterine fibroids do not interfere with a woman's ability to get pregnant, but 10 to 30% of cases, some women will experience fertility challenges or pregnancy complications. So let's Google babies. Along with size, location matters too. If the fibroid is outside the uterus, it won't affect your chances of getting pregnant or carrying a pregnancy. Uterine fibroids may affect your fertility. They may also impact your ability to carry a pregnancy successfully. So yes, you can still get pregnant with uterine fibroids depending on where they're at in the uterus, if they're laying inside the wall, or outside of the uterus. So the size of the fibroid also matters. So I know if it's like 3 or 4 centimeters, which is almost the size of a quarter, that's gonna... So many patients with fibroids have safe and healthy pregnancies. However, the size, location, and number of fibroids can affect pregnancy outcomes. Some patients with fibroids may have a premature delivery or need a cesarean C-section. Fibroids also have been linked to miscarriage. So, there's more information. What size of fibroids can prevent pregnancy? The risk of developing complications during pregnancy increase if the fibroids are over 3 centimeters in size. However, women with fibroids larger than 10 centimeters can achieve vaginal delivery approximately 70% of the time. Risk of developing complications during pregnancy increases if the fibroids are over 3 centimeters in size. So I'm still hearing that it's possible and you can still, achieve a vaginal delivery even with a fibroid larger than 10 centimeters. Alright? So what happens to them when you are pregnant? Fibroid growth. Research suggests that approximately 2/3 of fibroids will grow or shrink during pregnancy. If growth occurs, it's typically during the first trimester. Your OBGYN may check the size of the fibroid via ultrasound to monitor the changes and elevate the growth of your baby. What kinds affect fertility the most? Submucosal fibroids affect fertility, you guys. Now, we don't really know what can kill fibroids naturally, but I believe, let's Google it real quick. What causes fibroids in women? Now, I heard, okay, so let's see. The exact cause of fibroid is unknown, but they have been linked to hormone estrogen is a female reproductive hormone produced by the ovaries. Now, I heard that a fibroid was caused by a damaged muscle cell. And now I don't really know where I heard that from or if I read it somewhere. I'm not seeing it on here being that. But here is pictures of the different kinds of ovarian cysts, you guys. So let's take a larger look. I like this picture right here, so I cannot zoom it in for some reason. But there's intramural, which is in the lining of the uterus. There's submucosal, which you can see it like kind of protrudes out, but it's inside the lining. And then there's pedunculated submucosal, which kind of looks like a sagging sac that goes, it's on the inside of the uterus, if that makes sense. So there's lots going on here. Submucosal, which looks like it kind of protrudes on the inside of the lining, but out towards the inside of the uterus, if that makes sense. So there's your pictures. Let's go back to where we were. Yeah, so right here, you guys. The cause of fibroids is not known. Research suggests each tumor develops from an abnormal muscle cell in the uterus and multiplies rapidly when encountering blah, 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 blah. So yeah, it's like what I said. I knew I read it somewhere, but I just didn't know what. So that's Johns Hopkins medicine that says it's an abnormal muscle cell in the uterus. And things like this will become quite large and cause severe abdominal pain. Uterine fibroids are a common type of non-cancerous tumor that can grow in and on your uterus. Not all fibroids cause symptoms. The cause is unknown. They consist of smooth muscle cells and connective tissue. Growths are in or on the walls of the uterus. And so this is what it might look like if it were a 5 centimeter fibroid in the uterus. Also, I've heard, if any of you are wondering how you could shrink them, birth control can shrink these. I think I learned that in medical school. So, can birth control pills shrink fibroids? Here we go. While taking birth control pills can reduce the heavy flow, they will not reduce the size of fibroids. Okay, so maybe that was not true. In fact, birth control pills may cause the fibroids to grow larger. Wow, good to know. Fibroids are very responsive to hormones such as estrogen and progesterone. Alright, so don't listen to that, you guys, because I just fact-checked myself and Google just told me what's up. Maybe it was something else that shrinks fibroids. So gonadotropin release hormone, that's what it was. Some medications called GnRH agonists treat fibroids by blocking the production of estrogen and progesterone, putting you into a temporary menopause-like state. As a result, menstruation stops, fibroids shrink, and anemia often improves. So, if you are anemic, probably iron deficiency, anemia, having fibroids make you bleed more, so you're losing lots of blood. So you're actually losing red blood cells, which are the cells that give your body oxygen. They're red blood cells. So if you get cold in that's the reason why. What causes anemia?